the big money battle between Rob Kardashian and Blac Chyna just got very interesting. All because Blac Chyna decided she was going to, I don't know, fire back at someone who took a shot at her.
Which had nothing to do with Rob Kardashian.
Had nothing to do with Rob. So Rob is on the sidelines here, but he may end up benefiting from this. So here's what happened. Blac Chyna posted a video showing off her cars. Here's the video that she posted. Wanted everyone to see
beautiful
her
house.
Her cars, by the way, look, she's coordinated all of her cars, all white with red rims.
She wants to just show
Ferrari,
off her wealth.
Bentley, and she made the point that, look, this is all my stuff. I earned this with my own money. I worked hard for it.
She even had a caption on it.
You know, and good for her for doing that, but it's not the smartest thing to do when the father of your child has just filed documents saying, you know what, I can't afford this child support payment that I've been paying her, and I need it reduced. Looks like she's just doing fine, and that may be a tough argument to say I still need $20,000 a month.
Well, Brad, I will go a step further. That basically Rob says he is broke, and she is saying I have nothing but money, and at a point, she may end up having to pay him child support because they have 50-50 custody.
Right, because also the Instagram caption, I believe, alludes to the fact that she is out there, you know, she's working. She is a working woman. It's not just that she has money, it's that she is gainfully employed and doing pretty well for herself. So where, you know, as Rob, the last that we heard from him, you know, he had his line of socks, Arthur George, but that's pretty much all that we know about his business ventures at this point.
Yeah, and we should say, so the person who Rob may end up benefiting, but Matt Barnes, the ex-NBA star, is the one who sort of egged on Blac Chyna because I think in response to our story yesterday, he had posted something basically trolling her, saying time to go back to the pole because Rob has no money for you, so you're going to have to go back to stripping. And she wanted to make the point, I don't need Rob, this is my money. But again...
and Brad, she's not getting child support. Here. She's not getting any child support right now.
Correct. She hasn't been getting child support for a few months because a judge said, you know what, I want to step back, I want to take a look at your financial records, and Rob has paused payments because of that.
And by the way, I think that is a sign from the judge that he believes that she's the one who's loaded and he isn't, because he would never compromise the kid that way if he believed that this would put the kid in jeopardy. So he knows what's up already.
But you know, guys, it's also really interesting that despite the battle in court over money between Rob and Chyna, and clearly they do not get along, they're co-parenting pretty well. You know, they each have their own nanny, and the nannies are really the ones that handle the trade-off between the kids. You know, they spend 50-50 time with each parent, 3 days with one, 4 days with the other, and then the following week they switch.
That's the good news for Dream. That's really good news.
But their parents don't get along. They figured out how to make it work.
To a head later,
They don't get along, period, right now. They don't even communicate. They use nannies to communicate. But the bigger thing is that, you know, everybody thinks it's always the man who pays child support. It is not. That is a myth. It's wrong. It is the parent with the means who can pay the other when there's joint custody. So she is just flashing all this wealth around, and I could see the judge flipping
I get it that Matt Barnes trolled her and she felt a certain way and she wanted to go back at him, but you got to think big picture.
Harvey, what's more important, income or assets, or are they equally valuable in terms of the court's eyes?
I mean, the court's going to look mostly at income. I mean, they will look at assets, but they're going to look at income to see, you know, what somebody is pulling in. And she says she is pulling in a lot of money, and clearly, I mean, when you look at that, she's flaunting it, saying, "Look how rich I am." I can't.
We know she gets paid like five figures for every appearance she makes.
This is a terrible move for her.
Hey, my name is Black Dolly, and I'm from Tampa, Florida. And how I feel about the Rob and Blac Chyna situation is, I feel like that's not fair for Rob to lower the child support. For one, Rob is known for always making up excuses. And I personally feel like he always puts, oh, we had a violent relationship. Like, okay, so now Chyna is really stopping your bags. Well, when I did my research, I discovered that Rob received nearly $1 million from that show. He could have easily found ways, he could have easily found ways to flip his money, but he didn't learn from Chyna, so that's Rob's loss.
Well, I mean, look, that's the theory. They're going to have to prove it, and again,
you understand that
She's playing with fire.
Blac, who just gave us her opinion, could actually represent Blac Chyna in court. That was a very strong defense.
No, it was a defense, but you got to prove it. We're going to take a break.
Don't get involved in all that. Those
We're taking a
facts.
break.